Hi and welcome to this month's Google Workspace Updates. The World Cup is on, and while everyone around you has suddenly turned into a football expert who knows exactly who should be in the starting lineup, Google has been busy lining up some clever new moves of its own. A few of them are bound to get the ball rolling in your day-to-day. Kick off, let's get into this month's updates.
Gemini in Sheets now speaks more languages. Google has expanded Gemini in Google Sheets to 28 additional languages. German, French, Italian, Spanish, Japanese, Korean, and many more are now supported. Until now, Gemini in Sheets could only be used to its full potential in English. Now you can create and edit spreadsheets in your native language, whether you're updating budgets, building financial models, or analyzing data. Gemini handles tables, pivot tables, charts, and formulas. Especially for teams that don't work in English every day, this is a big relief. Fix formula errors in Sheets in one click. Google has introduced a new Gemini feature in Google Sheets that helps you fix formula errors. With one click, Gemini analyzes the issue, explains it in plain language, and suggests a corrected version of the formula. It works for simple calculations as well as for highly complex formulas. That way, you save the time-consuming hunt for the error and can focus on your data instead. More colors in Google Calendar. Google has significantly expanded the color palette for calendar events. Previously, only 11 preset colors were available. Now you can choose from 24 standard colors, or pick up to 200 custom colors using a color picker. This makes it easier to keep projects, customers, or topics visually separated. If you juggle a lot of parallel meetings, you'll keep a much clearer overview. Simpler approvals in Google Drive. Google has introduced new lightweight approvals in Google Drive. With them, your team can have documents signed off without every small change restarting the whole approval flow. Previously, it worked like this. As soon as someone edited the document, all approvals had to be collected again. Now there's a new option in the request dialog that prevents exactly that. The document stays editable while approvals are still in progress. Perfect for concepts that are developed in parallel. Ask Gemini in Drive now uses Gmail. Google has expanded Ask Gemini in Drive. You can now also add entire Gmail conversations as an additional source. Previously, Gemini in Drive could only search files and folders. Now email threads also feed into the answers. You get better grounded responses that take both documents and emails into account. Especially for customer projects where important context often sits in email threads, this is a real win. Let Drive organize your files. Google has introduced a new feature in Google Drive that takes care of cleaning up for you. Gemini analyzes your loose files and suggests matching folders, or even creates new ones. You click on Suggest File Moves and see all recommendations at a glance. You can accept each suggestion individually or approve them all in bulk. That way your drive stays organized without you having to move every file manually. New space type in Google Chat. Google has added a third access option for spaces in Google Chat, so-called discoverable spaces. Previously, there were only two settings: private, meaning invite only, or open, meaning anyone in the organization can join. Discoverable spaces sit in between. They are visible when browsing, but the content stays private. Only after the owner approves a request, the space becomes accessible. Ideal for employee resource groups or project teams that want to be found but don't want every message exposed. Google Voice takes notes for you. Google has introduced a new AI note-taking feature in Google Voice. Calls are recorded, transcribed, and automatically summarized into notes and action items at the end. The summary lands in your Gmail inbox. The full transcript and audio recording are stored in the Voice app. You no longer have to take notes during a call and won't miss important details. Especially helpful for customer calls or briefings where follow-up matters. Google Meet now on Android Auto. Google has integrated Google Meet with Android Auto. You can now join meetings directly from your car's dashboard, hands-free and without touching your phone. You can check your upcoming schedule at a glance and join meetings with a single tap. The camera stays off while driving so you can focus on the road. Handy when you're on your way to a customer appointment and don't want to miss the team stand-up. Google Meet now works in Safari on iOS. Google has made Google Meet available directly in the Safari browser on iPhone and iPad. Before this update, iOS users without the Gmail or Meet app had to miss out on meetings. Now a single tap on the link is enough to join right from Safari. No app installation needed. Users without a Google account can simply enter their name and request entry. Handy for external guests who want to join quickly without installing anything. Google Meet now in Full HD. Google has extended Full HD support for Google Meet to room hardware running Chrome OS. Previously, Full HD was only available in the web version. Now meeting room hardware in conference rooms can also stream in Full HD quality, whenever it's actually needed. For example, with large screens, pinned videos or recordings. Devices need high-resolution cameras and a stable internet connection. If the network weakens, the system automatically scales the quality down. Better AI avatars in Google Vids. Google has significantly upgraded the AI avatars in Google Vids. Instead of 23 preset avatars, there are now 53. With photorealistic, three-dimensional cartoon and comic styles. The avatars now support 24 languages, including many Asian and Arabic ones. With custom avatars, you can even direct specific actions. They can walk, interact with objects, or appear in specific backgrounds. This makes explainer videos and training content much more realistic and versatile. Longer videos in Google Vids. Google has added 2 useful features to Google Vids. You can now use VO to create longer video clips that keep characters and visual style consistent across multiple scenes. Previously generated clips tended to be short and didn't always match. You can also generate several video variants in parallel. This way you can compare different styles and instructions in one go and save a lot of time experimenting. Tip of the month. Audio summaries in Google Docs. Sound familiar? You're about to head out for a meeting and want to review your team's strategy doc on the way. Instead of scrolling through 20 pages, just have the doc read out loud. Gemini turns any Google Doc into a natural-sounding audio summary, like a mini podcast. Click Tools, then Audio, then listen to Summary. That way you stay up to date even on the go.